Today we have a very special book because we're going to start with the original Miss Nelson is Missing, and tomorrow we'll be here for Miss Nelson is Back. So let's think before we even open up either of our stories. Why do you think the teacher is missing? Because when I hear the name Miss Nelson, that makes me think of a teacher. Why do you think the teacher is coming back? Take a moment to think. I wonder if your predictions are going to be correct. So today we're going to be reading Miss Nelson is Missing by Harry Allard and James Marshall. Miss Nelson is Missing. The kids in room 207 were misbehaving again. Spitballs stuck to the ceiling, paper planes whizzed through the air. They were the worst behaved class in the whole school. Not good. At school, we have to do our best, even if it's e-learning. Now settle down, said Miss Nelson in a sweet voice. But the class would not settle down. They whispered and giggled. They squirmed and made faces. They're definitely not following directions. They were even rude during the story time. Look at that little girl. And they always refused to do their lessons. Something will have to be done, said Miss Nelson. So that teacher was thinking of what she could do. The next morning, Miss Nelson did not come to school. Wow, yelled the kids. Now we really can act up. They began to make more spitballs and paper planes. Today, let's just be terrible, they said. Not so fast, hissed an unpleasant voice. Let's see who that was. A woman in an ugly black dress stood before them. I am your new teacher, Miss Viola Swamp, and she rapped the desk with her ruler. Where is Miss Nelson? Asked the kids. Never mind that, snapped Miss Swamp. Open those arithmetic books. Miss Nelson's kids did as they were told. Look at Miss Swamp. She's got that ugly black dress on, and she's got a note in her hand. It says, work to be done. They have to do their math, poems, English, history, and geography. Hope they get it all done. Wouldn't want to make her mad. They could see that Miss Swamp was a real witch. She meant business. Ooh, she's pointing. Right away, she put them to work, and she loaded them down with homework. Look at all that homework, and they don't even have backpacks. Wow. We'll have no story hour today, said Miss Swamp. Keep your mouth shut, said Miss Swamp. Sit perfectly still, and if you misbehave, you'll be sorry, said Miss Swamp. The kids in room 207 had never worked so hard. Days went by and there was no sign of Miss Nelson. The kids missed Miss Nelson. I can see them working hard in their classroom. Maybe we should try to find her, they said. Some of them went to the police. Detective McSmog was assigned to the case. He listened to their story. He scratched his chin. He said. I think Miss Nelson is missing. Detective McSmog would not be much help. That must be the detective. He's got a cool shirt. Or is that a tie? Very cool tie. Other kids went to Miss Nelson's house. The shades were tightly drawn and no one answered the door. In fact, the only person they did see was the wicked Miss Viola Swamp coming up the street. If she sees us, she'll give us more homework. They got away just in time. Oh no. Where do you think Miss Nelson is? I hope she comes back because they need a nice teacher again. Maybe something terrible happened to Miss Nelson. Maybe she was gobbled up by a shark. And one of the kids, said one of the kids, but that didn't seem likely. I think that's what they're thinking. Their teacher got eaten up by a shark. I hope not. I hope not. Maybe Miss Nelson went to Mars, said another kid, but that didn't seem likely either. Oh, that must be Miss Nelson on Mars. She's waving all the way to Earth. I know, exclaimed one know-it-all. Maybe Miss Nelson's car was carried off by a swarm of angry butterflies, but that was the least likely of all. Oh, all the butterflies are carrying her car elsewhere. The kids in room 207 became very discouraged. It seemed that Miss Nelson was never coming back, and they would be stuck with Miss Viola Swamp forever. They heard footsteps in the hall. Here comes the witch, they whispered. Hello, children, someone said with a sweet voice. Oh, look at their faces. Wonder what they think when they heard that sweet voice. It was Miss Nelson! Did you miss me? We certainly did, cried the kids. Where were you? That's my little secret, said Miss Nelson. How about a story hour? Oh, yes, cried the kids. Miss Nelson noticed that during the story hour, no one was rude or silly. What brought about this lovely change, she asked. That's our little secret, said the kids. So what do you think the kids' secret was? Why were they listening now to the story time? That's right. When Miss Swamp was there, she wasn't so nice. But now that Miss Nelson is back, I hope they are beginning to respect her, and it seems like they are. Back home, Miss Nelson took off her coat and hung it in the closet, right next to that ugly black dress. See it in the closet? When it was time for bed, she sang a little song. I'll never tell, she said to herself with a smile. Look at her closet. This is where we're using our context clues. She's got her ugly black dress, and up there's a box that says wig. P.S. Detective McSmog is working on a new case. He is now looking for Miss Viola Swamp. That is the end. So, where did Miss Nelson go? If you were paying attention, you know the secret. Maybe we'll figure it out tomorrow when we read Miss Nelson is Back. All right, guys, we'll see you later.